From a young roster at the start of the season to the loss of their starting goalie just weeks before the postseason, the odds always seem stacked against the Stampede winning their third Clark Cup championship. Now it's a pretty good bet that we may never see a playoff performance as dominant as their 11-1 run. We look back at some of the best sights, sounds, and moments from the 2019 Clark Cup champion, Sioux Falls Stampede.
You could just feel it in the locker room. Everyone was chipping in. They were all committed to the process, and yeah, we could definitely feel that it was destiny.
Berglund side to the cross shot, score! Got Schweikler, one-on-one, he breaks in, Schweikler, back in, he scores! James, right wing side shot, hit the flex, he scores! The Herd will move on to the Western Conference Final! And the Stampede are headed back to the Clark Cup Final! Shot right on, he scores! Sam Stevens, right off the faceoff! Lee, little wrist shot here, blocked. Lee still has it. He'll get a shot. He scores! Sam Stevens is on a breakaway. Moves in, got the save, rebound, he scores! And the Sioux Falls Stampede are Clark Cup champions! Yeah!
And the team's going to have a celebration, by the way, at 5:45 on Tuesday at the Convention Center if you want to say goodbye one last time. Well, it's only May, but it's hard to blame Minnesota Twins fans for not entertaining some championship dreams of their own, especially after this weekend in Seattle, in which they've sunk the Mariners in 3 wins by a combined score of 36-11. Today, looking to finish off the 4-game sweep in the Pacific Northwest. This is not how you're used to seeing them do it, though. Small ball. Jorge Polanco with a bunt. It's thrown away. A run scores. And Minnesota ties the game up at 1 apiece, and they would get some more help from Seattle. Yoy, that error will help score Polanco. The Twins took a 3-1 lead. When Seattle gives them a dose of their own medicine, that's Daniel Vogelbach, the second of back-to-back homers in the home half of the 5th, as Seattle retakes the lead, and they put it away in the 7th inning when Edwin Encarnacion, he blasts a 3-run homer. Kind of does a little celebrating. It's, kind of funny that you're celebrating after you just got beat 36-11 and finally won a game, but who am I to say? Congrats on your 1 win. Twins still playing pretty well, though. They fall 7-4. For a second straight year, the Augustana baseball team is heading to the Super Regional. The Vikings completed an unbeaten Central Region Championship tournament with an 8-6 victory yesterday over Oklahoma Baptist. Though it wasn't their best weekend of baseball as they had to outlast several teams in slugfest, the Vikings are now just 2 wins away from getting a chance to return to the College World Series and defend their national championship.
We knew that our persistence was the best, and we're a resilient team, and you could see from the other couple games we played, and we just had to play our best baseball, and we did towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, momentum's always big in postseason, and especially with our team. We're a team that just needs confidence all the time, and we breed it within each other, and we have fun doing it.
We didn't play clean baseball once. Not one game do we have this weekend we played clean baseball. I said that to our guys 3 games in a row now. We're saving our best game yet. It's still there, so maybe that'll show up next weekend.
And if it does, it'll have to show up against Central Missouri, the foe for the Super Regional. Central Missouri just winning their region title this afternoon. This is a new thing for D2 baseball, that they're going to the Super Regional format like softball. Last year you only had the 1 tournament. Series starts on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Game 2 on Saturday at 1. If necessary, a decisive 3rd game would follow shortly after that 2nd game. Now the Augustana softball team heads to the College World Series as well in Denver next week. They are the 3 seed and will face UC San Diego to open things Thursday at 7:30 Central. Double elimination tournament will conclude either Sunday or Monday with a championship game or series, depending on the team records. And the Summit League baseball tournament also begins this week. SDSU, the number 2 seed, but they have to open the tournament with host Oral Roberts, who despite being the 3 seed has won this event 19 of the last 21 times it's been played, and the only 2 times they didn't win it. That's because they weren't even in the league. Omaha, the top seed by virtue of winning the regular season title, gets to host the Summit League tournament next year. They'll face Western Illinois, who edged out North Dakota State for the final spot, thanks in part to the Jackrabbits sweeping the Bison and Fargo in a doubleheader last Friday. Unfortunately, Jackrabbit basketball fans will never get to see David Jenkins Jr. in an SDSU uniform again. The sophomore guard announcing last night via Twitter that he'll transfer to UNLV. He follows Coach TJ Otzelberger, formerly of SDSU, to Las Vegas. The two had a long history together, even before they came together in Brookings, dating back to Otzelberger's time as an assistant at Washington when he began recruiting David. Jenkins, who scored just under 1,200 points in his career in 2 seasons, will have to sit out next year but still have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Final round of the PGA Championship this afternoon. Looked like Brooks Koepka had this one locked up with a 7-shot lead entering the final round. Speaking of shots, the shot of the day from Lucas Jerrigard. Hop and a hole-in-one on the par 3, 206 yards, 17th. Now, Koepka was struggling at the top of the leaderboard, and that opened things a bit for Dustin Johnson. This one on number 9 sets up an easy birdie. He shot 1 under 69, got within 2 shots of the lead. Koepka actually went 4 over 74. Very rough round for him, but this bogey was plenty to seal it on 18 for the win. You take a look at the final leaderboard as Brooks Koepka wins his 4th career major, and he says this one's the most satisfying because got a little hairy at the end.
Definitely the most satisfying out of all of them for how stressful that round was, how stressful DJ made that. That was probably definitely, I know for a fact that was the most excited I've ever been ever in my life right there on 18.
And the Sioux Falls Canaries also lose today by a final of 11-9 in Cleburne. They're now 1-3 on the season. We'll be right back in one moment.